Unemployment is not just the number of people without jobs. It is a measure of people who are out of work and actively looking for work. That detail matters. A retired person, a full-time student, or someone who has stopped searching may not be counted the same way, even though they are not currently employed. The unemployment rate usually compares unemployed job seekers with the labor force. The labor force includes people working plus people actively seeking work. This means the rate can move for more than one reason. People can lose jobs, find jobs, or stop looking altogether. Each movement changes the story behind the number. One type is cyclical unemployment. This happens when the economy slows down and businesses need fewer workers. During a recession, restaurants may reduce shifts, factories may cut orders, and offices may freeze hiring. The worker did not suddenly become less skilled, demand weakened around them. Another type is structural unemployment. This happens when jobs exist, but workers' skills, locations, or industries no longer match them. A factory worker may lose work because production moved or became automated. A growing tech company may be hiring, but the available workers may not have the required training. Frictional unemployment is more normal. It happens when people are between jobs, entering the workforce, relocating, or searching for a better match. A person who leaves one job and takes 2 months to find another is unemployed during that search. Some friction is expected in a changing economy. Seasonal unemployment comes from predictable timing. Tourism workers may be busier in holiday months. Agricultural jobs may rise during harvest and fall afterward. Retail hiring may increase before major shopping seasons and drop after. The job market is not equally active in every month or region. Unemployment affects households first. A lost job can reduce income quickly while rent, food, debt payments, and school fees remain. Savings may shrink. Stress rises. Families may delay medical care, move homes, or rely on relatives. The economic number becomes a personal pressure inside daily life. Businesses also feel the effects. When many people are unemployed, customers may spend less. Lower spending can reduce sales, which can lead to more cuts. This is how unemployment can feed back into the economy. Job losses reduce income. Lower income reduces demand, and lower demand can create more job losses. Governments watch unemployment because it affects tax revenue and public spending. Fewer workers means less income tax collected. More people may need unemployment benefits, food support, training programs, or public services. A weak labor market can create pressure on government budgets from both sides. Not every low unemployment number means workers are thriving. Some people may be employed part-time when they want full-time work. Others may have jobs that do not match their skills or pay enough to cover living costs. Underemployment shows why job quality matters, not just job count. Discouraged workers are another hidden issue. If people stop searching because they believe no job is available, they may fall out of the official unemployment rate. The rate can improve even when some people have simply given up. That is why labor force participation is often checked alongside unemployment. Wages are connected to unemployment, but not perfectly. When workers are scarce, employers may raise wages to attract staff. When many workers are looking, wage growth may slow. But wages also depend on skills, bargaining power, inflation, unions, productivity, and industry conditions. The labor market has many moving parts. Unemployment insurance can soften the shock. It gives temporary income support while people search for work. The purpose is not only compassion. It also helps households keep spending on basic needs, which supports local businesses. The design differs by country, but the stabilizing logic is similar. Training programs can help when the issue is structural. If old jobs are disappearing and new jobs require different skills, simply waiting may not solve the problem. Effective training connects real hiring demand with practical skills. Weak training teaches skills that employers do not actually need. Businesses may hesitate to hire even after demand improves. Hiring is a commitment. Companies consider wages, benefits, training time, uncertainty, and future orders. A business owner may use overtime for existing workers before adding new staff. That delay can make job recovery slower than economic recovery. A common misunderstanding is blaming unemployed people as if every job loss is personal failure. Sometimes effort matters, but job markets are shaped by demand, technology, location, policy, education, and business cycles. A useful explanation separates individual choices from wider economic conditions. For a worker, unemployment is easier to handle when the search becomes structured. Updating skills, contacting real employers, tracking applications, asking for referrals, and protecting mental health all matter. Long searches can damage confidence, so routine and support become part of the economic response. Unemployment is a labor market signal, not a moral label. It shows where work, skills, demand, and opportunity are failing to meet. To understand it, look beyond the headline rate. Ask who is unemployed, why they are unemployed, how long they have been searching, and whether available jobs actually fit their lives. The unemployment rate can also hide regional differences. A national number may look stable while one city loses factory jobs and another city adds healthcare jobs. Workers cannot always move easily. Housing costs, family responsibilities, licensing rules, and transport all affect whether available jobs are reachable. Long-term unemployment is especially damaging. The longer someone is out of work, the harder the search can become. Skills may weaken, confidence may fall, and employers may ask uncomfortable questions about the gap. This is why early support and active job matching can matter so much. Youth unemployment has its own risks. When young people struggle to get their first jobs, they miss early experience, references, and workplace habits. A weak start can affect earnings years later. Entry-level hiring is not only about today a €1 paycheck, it builds the first rung of a career ladder. Immigration, automation, and trade can affect jobs, but the effects are not always simple. Some roles disappear, some become cheaper, and some new roles appear. The hard part is transition. The worker who loses one kind of job may not be the same worker who can immediately take the new one. Policy responses depend on the cause. A recession may call for demand support. A skills mismatch may call for training. A childcare barrier may call for family support. Treating every unemployment problem the same way can waste money and miss the real obstacle. The headline unemployment rate is useful, but it is only the front door. To understand the labor market, look at duration, wages, participation, underemployment, regions, and job quality. A healthy job market is not just people working, it is people finding work that can support a stable life. For example, two people can both be unemployed for very different reasons. One may be laid off during a recession and find work when demand returns. Another may need retraining because their industry has changed permanently. A third may be ready to work but unable to accept available jobs because transport or childcare does not line up. The same headline number can hide very different human problems.